He's a loan officer here at Central Bank. He's our past president of the Spanish Fork Stadium Area Chamber of Commerce. He has done wonders for our chamber in the last 3 or 4 years. He's been on the board and on the executive board. So we would just like to welcome Mike Mendenhall from Central Bank.
No familiar faces in this room. This is really nervous to see you guys. I've never seen you before. No, thanks for coming down to Central Bank today and joining us. I have to be perfectly honest with you. I probably stepped foot in Central Bank maybe one time before I was employed here 6 years ago. So if this is your first time to Central Bank, welcome, and we hope you enjoy it. I just wanted to first maybe give you a little history of Central Bank that I thought was pretty neat when I found it out, and then just maybe quickly go over, because we're all business people here, just go over maybe some basic criteria really quickly that a loan officer like myself, if you're coming in to this institution or any financial institution, whether it be a credit union, bank, or any lender, a couple critical things that you should know and be informed of before you go in there to talk to them. So first, Central Bank is the oldest Utah County bank. So the oldest bank in Utah County started out as Springville Banking Company back in 1891 in Springville. So over 125 years old, Central Bank is. I like to frame that by saying that Central Bank is old enough that they were robbed by Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid gang back in the early 1900s. People in Springville chased him up Hollow Creek Canyon, caught him, killed 2 of them, and caught one, and there's a cool picture of it.
Are you making that up?
I'm not, I mean, Tyler can confirm it. It's true. It's true. There's an old picture of the townspeople catching the robbers. And
Real lynch mob?
back then, they used to kill robbers, and they used to take pictures of them. So, when you think about Central Bank, that's how many years Central Bank has been around. In 1920, they merged with the State Bank of Provo and became then renamed it Central Bank from the Springville Banking Company. Since that time, those were the first 2 offices in Springville and Provo. Since that time, there's been 10 offices. There's now 10 offices of Central Bank, all the way from Payson up to Lehigh. But our specific focus is in Utah County. And we try to stay specific within our offices. So our Spanish Fork office tries to service, obviously, the Spanish Fork area business and residents as we do it. The first, the Central Bank in Spanish Fork was built in 1960, just down the road in Main Street, and then came to this location, I think, 1987 or something, 1990, something like that.
Sounds good to me.
Rod, you might know better than I would. He's our Spanish Fork historian. So Central Bank has been around quite some time. Why is that important? It's important for our customers for a couple different reasons. Central Bank has been through the Great Depression. It's been through many recessions as far as what we've just came out of now for both businesses and consumers. That seems to be important for our clients. If you have a track record of being around that long, your money's safe at Central Bank, and they've been trying to be conservative and have sound lending practices throughout all those years. The other important thing is being a locally owned bank. The owners of the bank live here. They live in Springville, in this county. So it's not a bank that's necessarily propped up and then for sale to anyone else. It's a locally owned bank where the family that owns this bank actually works all over in this bank. So they're not looking to do anything to sell and have a different name on the building down the road. It's always going to be Central Bank because that's how it is owned. It's privately owned, not a publicly owned company. Important reasons for that are lending decisions are made local. If your business is needing to borrow money, the bank takes that request and simply goes over with our loan committee that is a local loan committee. Been around here for a long time and know the ins and outs of business. So we try to take a more hands-on relationship approach, and that's what our bank's trying to be about. constantly is basically in a relationship with our customers. I thought I'd tell an off-color joke about Yolanda and one-night stands because she, on the converse side of it, because she's called me out on this before about going to the gym, but I won't go there.
Thank you.
I had a good one, Yolanda. I promise you.
I ain't more of the dirty jokes.
Okay. Long story short, if you're looking for a relationship in your banking needs, Central Bank might be a good fit for you. One night stand.
Maybe we got a lot.
Okay, so before I introduce Tyler, Tyler Heaps is our mortgage loan officer, an important part of the bank right now, especially with rates at historic lows. I do have our website up so he can show you how to quickly get to our online application, which is another facet of the bank. The bank's been around a long time, but it's also a very modernized bank. We have a mobile app. We were one of the first to have text messages sent to your phone, your mobile device about your banking balance. We have all the modern amenities that come with banking, but still old enough to know what we're doing. We hope so. So first, before I turn it over to Tyler, basically what I try to tell prospective clients before they come talk to me is sitting down. So maybe think of this in a business atmosphere, whether it's here at Central Bank or anywhere else that you would be needing to borrow money. And this goes on a personal consumer level as well. Is simply we're looking, a loan officer is looking for the 3 C's is what we call it. I don't know if has anybody heard of the 3 C's? You can raise your hand. Oh, you're okay, obviously mathematics. The 3 C's of credit are this: character, capacity, and collateral. Okay, character, capacity, and collateral, and that's really what someone lending you money has the first initial impressions to basically judge the merit of your loan request on. Anybody have an idea what would be looking at what character would mean if we're looking at a borrower?
Stability.
Stability. There's a certain report that we get.
Credit report.
Credit report, right? A credit report is pulled typically on somebody. Credit report can tell a banker a lot about a character of somebody. There's obviously if you're working with a local institution here, there's obviously more ins and outs to that. If Tyler looks at your credit report, you can come into him, you can talk to him about, hey, this is that. You can explain it to him. When you're working with a local institution, you do have some say in what's in your credit report, and even opportunities to dispute it if something's reported wrong. So first thing is character. We do look at your credit report, but we look at you overall as well, how you've handled credit in the past, maybe with the institution that you're with. The next one is capacity. Anybody have an idea what capacity would be looking for?
DTI.
DTI? Well, that's a good one. Anybody knows DTI? Debt to income. Yeah, debt to income ratio. That's one of the ratios we look at. So your debt versus your income that's coming in. That's a certain ratio that we do look at. On the business side, we call it a coverage ratio, a debt coverage ratio, which basically we annualize everything, including your business income, do a global cash flow coverage and see how that covers your personal debt and your business debt. The other part that I like to point out to people on capacity is if you're coming in for a business loan, be prepared before you come in with that capacity mindset. Meaning that if you're coming in to grow your business, if you're coming in and needing to borrow money to purchase more inventory, to purchase a building for another location or something, the capacity, obviously what you're looking to borrow in money, you're looking to gain more revenue, right? You're looking for that to produce more revenue. So your capacity isn't just necessarily going backwards and saying, okay, let's look at tax returns, let's look at in-house statements and say, okay, what have you historically done? The bank will look at that, but it'll also look at your projections, right? And what your capacity in the future is. If this business is going to borrow this amount of money, it will produce this much inventory for them to produce this many sales, right? So make sure going into a loan situation that you have that in mind. The more prepared you are that way, because I'll be honest, I mean, we might have some idea what your industry, numbers might be in an average sense of the word. But for instance, I mean, how would you know what Wiggy Wash was how many cars they were going to wash coming in and building their facility there, right? They had to do quite a bit of research. Obviously, if they wanted to take that risk, they did quite a bit of extensive research of traffic counts, the flow, what their break-even number was, and everything else. So the more work you basically do coming in and knowing that and presenting that to your specific loan officer, whether it be at this bank or any other bank, the better off you'll be, the longer down the road you'll be. Okay? So there's capacity. The last one's collateral. Anybody know what collateral is? The security of your loan, right? The collateral. So whether it be real estate, if you're borrowing, if you're getting a mortgage, it's your house, right? If you're purchasing inventory, it's the inventory itself. Whatever you want to put up for collateral, institutions have another ratio that's called loan to value on that collateral. Specific collateral, if it's real estate, we could typically go a little bit higher on that loan to value because the risk to an institution is a little bit less. If everything went awry in your business or that loan, there's more to grab onto when it's real estate versus, say, accounts receivable lending, right? If we're lending on your accounts receivable, there is value there, but if your business can't collect your receivables and are having trouble paying your payment, it's going to be very hard for the institution to collect your receivables, right? So know those ratios somewhat going in. You can get a good idea online. You can just ask your institution what those loan to value ratios are. Typically, when it's more somewhat more risky collateral, being accounts receivable, inventory, things like that, equipment, you're looking at probably like a 50% ratio. So if you have $100,000 worth of equipment, you could probably go to an institution and say, I want to borrow $50,000 against that. And that's not out of the realm of request. So those are the 3 C's that you need to know going in when you're gonna look at your institution to borrow money is character, capacity, collateral. I'm here to tell you, and maybe the friends at Mountain America can echo that. The more you come in informed about that process, the better your whole loan process is going to go throughout there. The better educated you are about that, then the quicker, the more timely, and the more informed everyone's going to be. So, any questions quickly before we hand it over to Tyler? Maybe show us a little bit on the website. Questions?
I just have a question. One time, Mike, you were mentioning to me that sometimes a bank really, as good as equity is, sometimes cash is still king.
Sure.
And when you're trying to qualify for a loan, sometimes it may not matter exactly how much equity you have in a home. If you're trying to refinance, they want to see, does this person have cash on hand? And they want to have that cash available, even if they don't want to use it. Is that still true?
It is still true. It is still true, and it's changed a little bit, and Tyler can tell you that from the mortgage side a little bit. The last downturn here has changed even more so that way. Whether it be a mortgage company, we write our mortgages in-house here. They're underwritten by a larger institution, but those underwriters specifically look at cash reserves you have on hand. And especially if we're doing a business loan, yeah, we're going to look at cash in the bank. What has your business done? And is that some growing businesses, a lot of that has went back out. Well, what have you used that on? What have you purchased? Have you purchased a motorcycle that cash went to, or have you purchased more inventory? Have you purchased things to grow your business? So yes, in lending, that is going to be a specific item that we'll look at on your balance sheet is cash held in a bank, held in an institution. Any others? Thanks, Lance.
You're welcome.
Okay, Tyler Heaps is our mortgage guy, and
Yeah, mortgages are awesome right now. If you haven't checked recently on rates, they are phenomenal. We've never seen them lower. Okay, so chances are your interest rate right now, unless you've recently refinanced in the last year or so, chances are your rates are probably 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, or higher even. So right now the 30-year interest rate is all the way down to 3.625. It's phenomenal. We're seeing people come in who have 30-year mortgages, refinance down to a 15-year mortgage, and not have an increase in payment. They just save themselves 15 years without even increasing a dime that they pay out. So there's a lot to look at. There's a lot that you can do, both personally and for the customers that maybe you are helping. But there's all sorts of things you can do to save some money here. But one of the things that we really are proud of at Central Bank about our mortgages is, again, that they are kept here. Okay, that they are serviced right here at the bank. So if you get a mortgage with us, half the time when you go out and get a mortgage somewhere else, before you even make your first payment, what happens to it? It's sold, right? And what bothered me about that is the first time I ever got a mortgage before I worked here is it was sold twice before I made my very first payment. And I made my first payment, and then after my first payment, it was sold a third time. And I got a letter in the mail that said, we're sorry, we've lost your loan packet in the mail. It was lost in transit. Which is scary, because guess what happens when your loan packet goes somewhere, what's entailed with that?
Personal information.
Everything, all of your personal information, your bank accounts, your social security numbers, your driver's license numbers, everything, it's all out in the open. So I had to go pay for a credit monitoring service to make sure that I wasn't going to be, that I wouldn't have anything to worry about later as far as identity theft or anything. But, so we're really proud that our mortgages stay here. So if you ever refinance with us or buy a home with us, then what we'll do is we'll keep it here. You come to us. If you have questions, if you have any concern about what's going on with your mortgage, you come in and you see someone face to face at a local branch. That's what we really love about it. So if anyone's ever interested, like Mike said, we try and, at the bank, we try and keep up to date with technology. We try and offer the local service and all that kind of thing that most people are really accustomed to at Central Bank, but we offer the technology amenities that most people really are after nowadays. So this is our main website. He's already gone into the mortgage. There's a little mortgage section right here, and right when you hover over this, you can see that there's a big apply now button right here, and that's as easy as it gets. You click on that, accept the terms, which he'll do, and it takes you out to a website, and it tells you exactly what's required. I don't know if any of you have seen a mortgage application on paper, but I don't know why they're this way, but they're not simple. They are complicated, So you have to kind of go in and you have to kind of figure out, okay, what do I fill out? What does the bank fill out? And it's kind of complicated. Here, it's really simple. It's marked with a red box that you fill it in, or it's not. And you go through step by step and you get it all filled out. Okay? So that's basically the simplicity of it. Anyone have any questions about mortgages, about what's going on in the industry right now? Yeah.
You say that they can make their payment here, so you're just providing the servicing, or also are you housing the loans here?
No, we are providing the servicing.
So you sold the loans still?
It's underwritten by a larger institution right away. Okay, so it's never, we're not using Central Bank money, it's just serviced here at the bank. Yep, yeah.
What could a person do if he was upside down in a house and wanted to do the honorable thing?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that. First thing is I'd ask you, who is your mortgage with currently? Okay, for anyone that's upside in their house, the first thing they need to find out is if their loan is with either Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. Okay? If it's with Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, you can refinance that home based on a new program called the HARP program. Okay, you can refinance that house no matter how upside down you are. Even if you are 200,000 or 200% loan to value, you can refinance that house. Okay. It used to be that it was 125%, but they just recently changed that and took that ceiling off and said, go ahead and do it whenever. Okay. So that's the first thing. And the next thing is, if it's not with them, you have to really decide what you feel like is most honorable. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer that I can give anyone for that. You have to decide what you feel is right, as far as declaring bankruptcy or walking away from the house or trying to sell it and do a short sale, that kind of thing. But those are your basic options.
Does HUD have a program?
What's that?
Does HUD have a program similar to ours?
Not that I'm aware of, no. No, not that I'm aware of. Did you have a question? Oh, okay. Okay, any other questions about mortgages? What you can and can't do with them? Okay. I encourage you to look at your mortgage right now, see where you're at. Chances are you can either save some money or you can shave some years off it. And money's money in my mind, so if we can help you, we'd sure love to. Mention to me, if you're up doing a loan with me, mention to me that you're in this meeting. Well, obviously, we'll give you what we give our family member rates, which is a 0.5% origination. Okay, that's good. Thanks, you guys. Tyler's been a great mortgage guy for the bank, taking care of our customers from beginning to end, whether it be new construction or refinancing their home. So he's in our office upstairs on the left. So he's local. He's down here every day. So you can call him or come visit him face to face and discuss your mortgage situation if you're in need of it. So okay, thanks again. And that's it. That's Central Bank's little pitch to you there. And like I said, some of the best things about the bank that I've found is located just on our website. If you go to our website, you can find out a lot of things about Central Bank. We've partnered with QuickBooks and Intuit to have this finance works section that you can see down here, a personal budget tool that's free to anybody to use. So it's not software you have to buy or download. It would regularly cost you about $50 to $100 to download QuickBooks and Intuit software for personal budgeting tools. It's there. You get onto it, it automatically combines with your central bank account information and other information. If you have accounts in other places, you can bring it all in one place. So check out the website if you have any more questions, and thanks for letting us talk to you.
Mike, for the viewers at home on Spanish Fork 17 Network, why don't you tell, for those people who may not know where you are, where you're located?
Yeah. Central Bank is at the corner of Center Street and Main Street on 1 North Main Street in Spanish Fork, right across from the city offices. The phone number is 801-798-7481, and the website is www.cbutah.com.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Mike, for hosting this. We will migrate into that time of our meeting where we give everybody a 60 seconds to spotlight your business, to stand up, tell us who you are, what industry you're in, and any current offers that you may have. So with the time restraints that we are, feel free to stand up, tell us who you are, what industry you're in, and any current promotions that you have going, and we'll just circle around the room. So we'll just start right over here with Randy. And if you'll just stand up and look at the camera back there and tell us who you are, what industry you're in, and any current promotions you have.
I'm Randy Kaufman. I own Jill of All Memories, and I'm a creative consultant for digital media and print media. So if you need help designing logos, branding, brochures, event planning for your business, call me 801-450-9595.
I'm Stacy with Utah Valley Magazine, and if anyone snuck in without paying for lunch, catch me at the desk afterwards. We are publishing Fiesta Days magazine again. We have about 4 weeks to gather all the advertisers, so if you're interested in that, let me know. Also with Utah Valley Magazine in our July-August issues, we're going to be doing our annual Angels Among Us. And we have till May 15th if you want to get online and apply for that. If anyone in your life is just super awesome and you want to kind of shout out about them, they can be featured in the next issue. So if you have questions, let me know.
My name is Glenda Lyman, and I'm the local Ford dealer in Spanish Fork. We're located at 2534 North Main, so we're north of town, and it's because of the construction, we'll make it worth your while to drive down. Right now, what Ford's got offering that I'd like to make you aware of, they are going to do new sheet metal on the Fusions and the Escapes for 2013. So we're doing great promotions and rebates on the 2012 Fusions and 2012 Escapes. So come down, we'll take good care of you. Let me know your chamber members, even though I know most of you, I don't know all of you. Also, we have a full service shop, 26 bays. We can work on any makes and models. We have certified techs who are there to help you and explain to you what needs to be done and take care of you reasonably and prudently in our shop.
Trish Warnock, I'm with the Daily Herald. Right now we're working on special sections, our city celebrations. So our city days is coming up, obviously Spanish Fork Fiesta Days, and Onion Days, Provo and Arms Festivals. That section goes out to our readership on a Sunday and to every resident in those towns. So I know a lot of you like to market to those special sections. So if you have any questions about that, let me know.
I'm Mason Torres with Mountain America Credit Union here in Spanish Fork. 891 North Main. And come and see us. We offer a lot of great products. Auto loans right now are really low, mortgages. We do offer business services as well, insurances. And just come and see us.
I'm Gayla Bell with Mountain America, but today I actually want to focus on the 5K that American Leadership Academy is doing on Saturday and invite all of you guys to please join us. They are self-funding their own scholarships by doing it. I'm Teresa Allen, and I'm here to invite everybody down to Main Street. Main Street's in bloom. Come take a walk down, look at all the shops. I'm with Dirty Joe Punsters and Rocket Rebellion. We have all kinds of fun Mother's Day gifts coming up, either for mostly probably for your wife. But anyway, come on, check it out. Come into Rocket Rebellion. You can get cute little gifts like this owl purse. And mention that you're a chamber member. Of course, you can get your discount. Thank you.
Josh Walker with Patriot Phone Books, and I work with Justin Hennig. He's here locally. Anyway, we're going to be doing we have a coupon book called Company Rank for local coupons, and they will be used as fundraisers for schools in the area. We have Nebo School District on board that says that we can approach all the schools to use this as one of their main fundraisers. And then we will be doing a local community information guide, or I guess it's called a phone book, for everything Spanish Fork South. And so that will be a hyper-local information that will be coming out in January.
Randy Reeves with Mountainland Applied Technology College. We offer hands-on short-term training for a wide variety of careers that you might be seeking. We also want to announce today that we're having our open house at our Spanish Fork campus from 4 to 8 p.m. And some of the programs that we have at the Spanish Fork campus is EMT, emergency medical technician, dental assisting, medical assisting, cosmetology and nail technicians, automotive technology, and our pharmacy tech programs over there. This is one of our 4 campuses, and so if you want to go over and see a little bit about any one of those programs, feel free to go over there. They'll also have free refreshments during that time too. So that's today from 4 to 8 p.m. Over on Del Monte Road, 1200 South Del Monte Road. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Brad with Triple T Plumbing, Heating and Air, and we've got some specials on air conditioning tune-ups. If you've not got that taken care of before the hot summer, visit our website at tripletheating.com and print off a coupon or two. And we also do plumbing with water softeners and water heaters.
I'm Karen Wood with Yogurt Bliss, and we are located next to Bajijo and just around the corner from Macy's. It's a self-serve frozen yogurt place, a little healthier than ice cream. It's really yummy. We have a couple of coupons out right now that you can find in Hometown Values, as well as the Festive Spanish Fork in Salem monthly coupons that I send out. And I'm just happy to be here. Thank you.
Oh, I got it. Troy Cup with Simply, and we do phone systems, phone lines, and internet for small businesses throughout Utah. This is Casey. She's our business coordinator. She's the liaison between Simply and all of the new business that we bring on. Our phone number is 801-449-9800. Thanks.
My name is Bruce Honey. I'm with WB Vibration Technology, and I haven't been around here for a little while. I broke my hip, and I can personally attest to my machine of how well it did for rehabilitation. I didn't realize how tough it was to be able to walk. And I appreciate all of those that have supported me in the past, and particularly Wiggy Wash. Many of you saw my machine in there, but they got kind of lots of commotion because parents gave coins to kids and they used the machine, and so it is not there now. But you can see it down at 885 North 2nd East at Nina Isaacson, who's a member of the chamber. She has it in her lobby there. Anyway, it's a whole body vibration. 10 minutes on this machine will give you equivalent to an hour workout in the gym. people think that's too good to be true, but it works, and I can personally testify what it did for me, because it put me about 1 month ahead. I'm walking around now without a hand crutch or anything, so I know what it'll do now, where I bragged about it before, but I didn't know personal hand that it did what it did. But it does exercise every muscle in your body at the same time, and it'll work.
Hi, I'm Heidi Dart with Urban Traits Salon. We're a full-service salon that we have a girl that has 15 years of experience with hair extensions, and we're now offering eyelash extensions. We also have a licensed girl to do Brazilian blowouts, and we're in Salem next to South Valley Gym at 591 North. State Road 198, and you can call us at 801-423-9190.
Hi, I'm Rod Dart, Spanish Fork City Council. I'd like to invite everybody to go down and check out the new arena. And I would like to also say that the Fiesta Day rodeo tickets are now on sale. You can go to Spanish Fork website and get your rodeo tickets online.
I'm Ron Payne. I produced the Good Life Expo. We just had our show in April. Very successful. 17 chamber members? Yep. 17 chamber members took advantage of a discount to join us. The show was so well received, we're thinking about doing one in October. So if you didn't get in this last time, you've got another chance in October.
I'm Ilana Moser with South Valley Gym, and we've got a couple of things going on right now. We have some kids programs that will be going for the summer, and I've seen a huge improvement in my kids. We've had them doing it since November last year, and I was impressed with, we had them run the mile, timed them, and they did it at school. It was a huge improvement. And then we've also got we have a student special, so your college kids that are home for the summer, we do a 3-month membership for them if they come in and just show us their college ID, so they can come enjoy it for the summer while they're home. And then we also have, through the month of June, we're going to offer special corporate rate memberships for everyone that's a member of the chamber, so anyone that has joined the chamber or their employees. So if you're interested in that, come and see me and I'll give you the pricing and give you a whole packet on it. And then I am also wiggy washed today, because Ryan left. And so he asked me to talk about they have a special right now. It's their moms, dads, and grad sale. So it's 30% off of their pre-paid passes, which is a good idea, because when you have to take the owner of Wiggy Wash in your car somewhere, it's really embarrassing when your car is messy. So Ryan would go buy a prepaid car wash. So go buy and get those prepaid washes.
Hi everybody, I'm Lance Wilson. I'm with State Farm Insurance here on Main Street. My address is 220 North Main, just down the road. My phone number is 801-798-9288. Insurance companies have set rates, so I don't have any discounts to blow out. We've got great competitive rates, obviously. I would hope people would know that, but sometimes it's fun to tell some of the success stories that we do have in helping customers get back to where they were before their accidents. We had a client in a motorcycle accident on Monday. He was thankfully okay, but he needed his bike for a motorbike ride this coming Monday. So we had a week, and we were able to get the adjusters out there, get everything taken care of, and get him the check and the money he needed to get his bike taken care of and fixed, and he's back on the road ready to go just in a few days. So that's really, I think, what sets us apart, and hopefully we can do that for as many of our customers, if not all of them. And it's great being in that business. So thanks. Come down and see us.
Hi, I'm Susan Taylor with Susan's Hair Design here in Spanish Fork. We are located at 293 North Main Street, which is right next to H&R Block. Come on in, and we would love to give you a new style. If you're ready for a change, give us a call. Our number is 801-798-9668. I'm Heather Hahn with Wayne Home Excavating. If you have any excavation needs, basements, sewer, water,
septic systems, demolition, rock walls, grading, any of that, give us a call at 801-798-0210.
I'm Camille Bone. I am with the South Utah Valley Animal Shelter. Please let everybody know that if you've lost your furry friends, so please come down and look for us. We have quite a few. We also do adoptions.